What exactly is the gospel? Now, the word gospel from its original Greek origin means good news, a declaration of a news that produces glad tidings. Are we together now? And there are many dimensions to the gospel. In fact, there are 7 of them. But for the purpose of our discussion, every time I talk about it, I always emphasize the first and the 7th. The first is called the gospel of salvation. The 7th of them is called the gospel of the kingdom. You cannot be effective in ministry if you do not understand these 2 dimensions of the gospel. So the gospel merely means a declaration of glad tidings. The gospel of salvation is a revelation of the Father's love, revealed in and through the substitutionary sacrifice of Jesus Christ, his Son, mankind being the zenith, the object, the principal recipient of that love. But then it extends also to creation. Follow carefully that the gospel is a revelation or a communication of the Father's love, revealed in and through the substitutionary sacrifice of Jesus Christ, mankind being the principal recipient, that if and when we believe in that gospel, the Bible says whosoever believes in him should not perish but have life everlasting. That is the gospel, the message of the gospel. But there is the gospel as an ideology that transforms. You can have the message of the gospel. The jurisdiction of that message is personal salvation. That means another person cannot be saved by your personal believing. But there is the ideology of the gospel. It is a mind control system that seeks to institutionalize God consciousness within a territory. Are we together? So if all you know is the evangelical dimension of the gospel, understanding the message that saves, you can be saved like you have heard me say, but your territory will not be safe. An example was Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot was not a rebel. He had encountered the God of heaven, but because he was in a territory that had not received the God of heaven, he was still a victim of the territory. He was even going to give his 2 young virgin ladies because there was a perverse territory that would not honor God. So it is not enough to embrace the message. You must insist that your territory comes under the influence of the mind control system of the gospel.